The movie opens in the future. Due to a lack of oil on Earth, a very rich company called Lunar Industries builds Sarang Station on the Moon to get a special fuel called helium-3 from the Moon's soil. This fuel is useful, and the station is mostly run by machines. Only one scientist, Sam, is there to watch over everything and send the helium-3 to Earth. Sam is almost done with his 3-year contract basis job on the Moon base. He gets help from an artificial intelligence called Gertie. Sam goes to a vehicle to collect helium-3 and send it to Earth. As he goes, he talks about how long 3 years feel and how he wants to go home soon. But being alone for so long makes him sad. He has family photos on a fridge to remember them. Gertie offers help, but Sam wants to do the work himself. While Gertie cuts Sam's hair, it asks about how he's feeling. Sam doesn't want to talk about it and asks about fixing a satellite instead. He wants to talk to his family. Gertie says the satellite isn't important right now. Sam wants it fixed quickly because he only has 2 weeks left and the new person coming won't be able to talk to Earth. Sam's headaches get worse, and he asks Gertie for medicine. His wife, Tess, sends a message saying that being far apart has helped their relationship. This makes Sam sad, even though it's supposed to be a good thing. His daughter Eve appears in a video call, which makes him happy. Tess and Eve show they love him before ending the call. We see Sam doing things he enjoys, like carving and taking care of plants while watching old movies. Once, a girl sits in Sam's chair for a moment, but she disappears when he looks away. He gets burned accidentally and says it's because of the TV. Gertie helps him, but Sam doesn't want to say why he got hurt. Later, Sam dreams about nice moments with Tess, followed by a morning run. He records a short video as part of his routine check-in, but he doesn't pay much attention to it. While checking a machine, Sam sees the girl again. He gets distracted and crashes into a vehicle. Sam wakes up in the infirmary with Gertie there. He asks how long he was asleep. Gertie says not too long. Sam asks about the broken machines, but Gertie explains it was just a recording because the communication station isn't working. Gertie tells Sam to rest more after checking his brain. When Sam goes back to work, he sees a broken machine. He asks Earth for permission to fix it outside, but the company tells him to stay inside and rest because they're sending help. Sam decides to cut a wire and tells Gertie there might be damage outside and he is going to fix it. Gertie doesn't want to at first, but then agrees. Sam realizes his spacesuit is gone and finds another way to go out. Instead of checking the outside, he goes to where he crashed before. He finds another person who looks just like him and saves him. As Sam wakes up from the crash, he feels his burnt hand and wonders if he's alone in the room. He can't believe what he's seeing. A machine called Gertie tells him to go back to sleep. Sam watches a video of Tess where she talks about making choices. It reminds him of when he first started his 3-year contract. Another version of Sam, who is injured, gets out of bed and asks about the other guy in the room who looks like him. Gertie explains that the man is also Sam Bell. The injured Sam feels like he's losing his mind. Gertie says that Lunar, the company they work for, doesn't know he's okay now, injured. Sam talks to the other Sam, asking how long he's been there. The other Sam says just a week. New Sam is worried about finding more clones on the base, not about the harvesters. Old Sam goes back to his plants and the new Sam interrupts him. Old Sam says he's been there for 3 years and thanks New Sam for saving his life. He tries to shake hands, but New Sam doesn't want to. They start playing ping pong. New Sam gets frustrated because he's not as good. Later, New Sam practices ping pong, and Old Sam works on his carvings. They talk about the wooden carvings and Old Sam's memory problems. They realize they have the same memories about their daughter Eve, who was born after Sam started working. They get a message from Lunar that a rescue unit will arrive in 14 hours to fix the harvester. Sam and Sam argue about who they are. Old Sam asks Gertie if he's a clone, but Gertie avoids the question. Gertie asks if they're hungry. New Sam thinks they might both be clones. He says that the carvings were already there, and he woke up right after Old Sam crashed. He thinks there might be more clones. New Sam accuses Old Sam of not understanding. He leaves to find a hidden room with clones, but he doesn't find anything. He comes back to Old Sam and argues. New Sam wants to examine Old Sam's models, but he refuses. They fight. and old Sam gets hurt even though new Sam didn't hurt him much. Old Sam tells Gertie that Tess left him for 6 months, and Gertie says, "I know." Sam asks about the videos he sent to Tess, and if she saw them. Gertie says he's only responsible for the base. Old Sam asks Gertie if he's a clone, and Gertie finally admits that there was no crash. He woke up like this because it's what happens to new clones. Gertie says that even his memories of Tess are from the original Sam Bell. With only 11 hours left until the rescue team arrives, new Sam decides to say sorry to old Sam for hurting him earlier. He also apologizes for not being sensitive about his models. Old Sam starts dancing crazily, and new Sam tries to talk to him. New Sam tells old Sam that he made Gertie able to communicate with Lunar, suggesting that Earth's communication might be blocked on purpose. Both Sams go outside the allowed area to explore. Old Sam finds a place called Station 3, while new Sam discovers Station 1. Suddenly, old Sam gets sick and throws up blood, so he has to go back to the station because he can't continue exploring. When old Sam gets back, he throws up more blood. He notices that his tooth has fallen out. He tries to access his database, but he can't remember the password. Gertie helps him by typing in the password. He watches a video of himself looking just as bad as he feels now. In the video, he's in a pod, and the system tells him it will take 3 days to get back to Earth. He watches more videos of himself getting into the transport pod and realizes that the pod is not meant to take him home. It's meant to end his life. 9 hours are left until the rescue team arrives. Old Sam examines the pod and finds a hidden space under the floor. He starts cutting his way in. Meanwhile, new Sam discovers other stations and goes back to the base. They both go down to the secret room. They find many clones down there. Old Sam takes a computer and asks Gertie why he helped with the password. Gertie says that helping is his job. Old Sam goes out of the jamming area and calls Tess, but a girl answers and tells him Tess passed away years ago. The girl is Eve, Sam's daughter, now 15 years old. When old Sam hears Eve's voice, he panics and hangs up. He cries and says he wants to go home. With only 7 hours left, new Sam begins to want things intensely. He sees that old Sam's condition is getting worse by the minute. Old Sam collapses, and he doesn't think he has much time left. New Sam puts old Sam to bed and checks old Sam's call history. He listens to the call between old Sam and Eve. New Sam talks to Gertie and says they need to wake up more clones. Sam reasons with Gertie, who wants to keep him safe. Old Sam gets up and finds a newly awakened clone. New Sam's plan is to put the new clone into the vehicle that old Sam crashed. This way, when the rescue team comes, they won't suspect anything. While the rescue team fixes the harvester, old Sam gets into a helium-3 container and heads back to Earth. New Sam calculates that he can survive for 3 days in the container. There are 3 hours left until the rescue team comes. The old version of Sam is feeling really sick and can hardly walk. He tells the newer version of Sam that he won't be going back to Earth. Instead, the newer Sam will go back, and the old Sam will stay near the vehicle where he was supposed to die. Then, a fresh clone, which is a new copy of Sam, will take the newer Sam's place. The newer Sam helps the old Sam to the crashed vehicle. They remember some things together and talk about Tess, someone important to them. The old Sam falls asleep while the newer Sam takes him to the vehicle. The newer Sam puts the old Sam into the vehicle and leaves, feeling sad. Later at the base, the newer Sam gets ready to leave in a container, but the station's computer, Gertie, tells him that it won't work because it has recorded everything. Gertie offers to erase the newer Sam's memory and start over after he leaves the station. Just as the new clone is about to wake up, Gertie says goodbye and turns off. The rescue team is 8 minutes away from the station. The newer Sam gets into a launcher to go back to Earth. However, at the last moment, he changes his mind. He gives new directions to the machines that collect resources on the moon. These directions point to places where signals are blocked, which he had found earlier. He quickly gets back into his pod just before the rescue team arrives. The old Sam sees the pod flying past as the rescue team finds him. The machine crashes into a tower that blocks signals, making it possible for the next clone to reach Earth. News on TV talks about resources on the moon going down, suggesting that Sam safely reached Earth.